Your bare knuckles.
Well, I don't know, sir. I don't work for the government. I work for Publishers Clearinghouse. Be honest, Mr. Knuckles, I'm wondering if you're taking this for a joke.
Yes, hello?
Yeah, is Ben?
Yes.
That's Bobby. I was just fixing to head out to the truck.
Oh, you're heading out to the truck.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, then
It's
which one of
not.
these
It's
two
not
are you
too.
gonna
It's
do?
not too late to get this done, is it?
No, we can just have it processed and then tomorrow we can schedule and arrange the delivery for you.
Oh, okay. Well,
Alright?
I wanted to try to get it done this evening, so I didn't have to try to, cancel things in the
Yeah,
morning.
understand.
Uh, and you say you think they might have them down here at the Dollar General, right?
By where?
You said
Dollar
maybe they
General?
might have them at the Dollar General.
Perhaps, do you recall the Dollar General selling gift cards?
Yeah, they have a big rack of different kinds of cards. I've never really gone through them, but
Yeah.
I've seen probably 30 different cards there.
Okay.
I mean, it's the closest. I think might be the best spot
It's
to
really close?
try. Start. Yeah, it's about 20 minutes or so away.
Okay.
I've got the phone hooked up to this earpiece here, so I don't
Yeah.
have to be distracted while I'm driving. If you just
Okay.
need something, just say something. I should be able to hear you.
Sure, no. Sure, no problem. Alright, just tell me when you're hooked up.
Oh, I got it turned on already. I turned it on before we left the house.
Okay. Alright, so basically what's gonna happen is that when this card has been processed, you have the opportunity to schedule and appoint the delivery for the 35.5 million. Okay?
All right.
Please to bear in mind, sir, that this is a large amount of money, so we have to just keep it as very discreet as possible until you receive your prize. Um, I
Yeah,
must say, Bobby,
understandable.
your dad has left you with an opportunity where in which you're a blessed man, and I know that even generations to come, even the next four generations of your last name, will
Oh
be
yeah.
in good health and in good wealth with this kind of money. You're a smart guy. I'm pretty sure that you have everything figured out, even mentally, when you're gonna have this money spent. So
Well,
you're in good hands.
no one's ever accused me of being a smart. You're the first, so I really appreciate
Yeah.
that.
All right. So you have gone through the process of trying to receive before with other people?
No, I don't. I've never really won anything like this before. I
Oh,
don't know what the process would be. My dad, I believe he was going through the process of maybe doing this before he got murdered. But um, to be honest, there's not a lot of details of what really went on. I just know he went out of town to deliver some money to somebody, and while he was out of town, he got um, well. It's a long story. I don't think you probably want to hear it, but
no, I'm
he
willing
didn't
to
make
hear.
it
I'm
back.
willing to hear. So he went out of town to actually made a delivery to someone with some money.
Right.
That's
Yes.
what you said?
Yeah. He was going
So
through the
was it
process of something to do with winning a lottery. he didn't tell any of the family about everything that was happening, so we didn't really know a whole lot. But he went all the way to Atlanta, Georgia, to meet with somebody, and while he was there, the police found his truck and his phone, and that's why I don't have his cell phone at the moment, because it was part of an investigation. So we
Yeah,
just we just we assumed the worst, but I mean we hope for the best. You know,
yeah,
they haven't been able to find his body or any of that, but there was a lot of evidence in the truck that he may have that there may have been some foul play involved.
wow. That
Just
is
don't.
so
I
sad,
mean,
man. And
I really don't.
how long ago did this happen?
It's just been a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, a couple weeks ago.
That's why I've been kind of reluctant to call back and
Yeah, you've been
talk
busy.
to anybody about this, because I've been kind of
Yeah, and then what? Guess
worried.
what? You don't know. You still don't know if it's a case where in which business was being shared and people probably got information prior to knowing that he was going to receive such a large sum amount of money. Also, with the fact that he's going to go through the process of trying to get this in his transit of receiving, and then
Right.
probably some unscrupulous personals try to get in touch with him. Or I don't know. I don't even know how to imagine this. It's just a sad situation. I didn't know that's how he actually lost his life. I think he had went sick. Oh my
No,
God.
no, no.
The whole world went
He was
revolving.
murdered. He was murdered by somebody in Atlanta. We don't.
Wow.
There are a few. They've got an idea of possibly. You know, they haven't arrested anybody, but they're looking into it. They've got a lot of evidence. Let's put it that way. From what they've told us, they won't tell us everything until they've finished what they've started the investigation. But they said that they believe that he went up there with a large amount of cash, thinking that he was paying for some sort of paying the taxes for some sort of prize, and
Mhm.
someone like you said, maybe someone maybe ran into the wrong person, and they got wind of, that he had some money with
Yeah.
him or whatever. But
And they didn't say how much money he actually had on him.
well, they didn't recover the money, but the family knows. They got
Wow.
a pretty good idea. He had almost close to $400,000 in cash with him, and
Oh,
he
okay.
also had 20 gold bars that were about 20 uh, about $10,000 a piece at the current value of
Wow.
gold.
Wow. That is
Bars will probably show up at some point unless somebody melts them
yeah.
down or something. But the cash was he kept a lot of cash at home in his safe, so may never see
Wow.
that unless they find the people involved.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that's been weighing on me a little bit, so that's why I've been a little slow getting back to you.
Wow. I understand, man. That's a lot to take in because thinking about it right now, it's really sad. It's a sad situation. But uh, I don't even know how to tell you to feel. It's hard to say. You have to be strong to be the man that follows him and be the head, while under the
Uh,
same time you're hurting. So
uh,
it's just a sad situation. But you just keep your head up, man. And at the end of the day, you're gonna see the beautiful um nature of this when it's over. So on the positive side of it, we have to just make sure that we just at least get the $35.5 million in your hand. I know
exactly.
money can't buy back life. I know the money can't buy back the life, but at least it gives the family some sort of resentment of ease, knowing that he was probably even saving his life savings for generations to come, and someone in the earthly does something like that. It's really sad.
Well, I'm just considering this like a, it's like a blessing from him. He's trying to, from the grave, he's coming back to help the family, even though he doesn't know it.
Yeah,
This opportunity
yeah.
to get this
I
money
like that.
is going to help the kids get through college, and it's gonna, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
But nowadays, you gotta be careful how you spend the money. You can go through money in a hurry if you're not smart with it.
I like I like the way you construct it and put it together to have the positive side and input on it. Even in spirit, he's still there with you to give you lessons, and that's just a great thing.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like you're sitting right here in the truck with me right now. And to be honest with you, some people might think that's maybe a creepy feeling, but it doesn't feel that way to me. It's relaxing to me. I think he's gonna go through this process with me.
I understand, and I definitely feel where you're coming from with this, because I would have felt the same way too, given the fact that the blessing still lingers, even though he's in the spirit and not in flesh. So
Right.
once you have a positive mind frame, even given, because you can still have a negative mind frame towards it, and it puts you so deep in a depression that even after you receive such the 35 million, you still not the man that you're supposed to be or used to be. But I like the way you construct it and look at it as a positive mind frame, and it makes me look at things right now even in a positive note, just the same, to know that you're going through that. That was the situation, and you're here just the same to just spread a positive message even over your whole family and yourself. It's truly a blessing to do that, sir. I honor you for that.
All right. Well, thank you for that. I said I'm sure you're used to making some incredible changes in people's lives with what you and
Oh
your
my God,
company do.
countless times, and um, to be honest with you, I have days where I've paid out over the amount of just say um $900 million to even one person. So
Yeah.
um
Oh
the
yeah.
the the, the overwhelming feeling to know that it's a life changing situation for even generations to come. I just always look at it like, think about the generations to come. The money is here now. Well, think about your next four great grandkids, how their college funds is already invested properly and ready for them to make necessary steps for becoming greater personnel in society and to carry on the last name of the Williams. So that's how I look at it, and
Right.
oftentimes that's how it plays out. So
Yeah.
you know,
We're hoping some of these young ones around here will go through school and learn how to read and maybe get to be a lawyer or I don't know what you do. What is your title? You like manager over there?
yeah. So basically, I'm the chief executive financial manager. So I am the personnel that actually releases the funds. All right. So
That's
without
probably
my
six
sign off.
figure. That's probably six figure job, right? I mean, I'm not gonna ask you what you're making,
Yeah. To
but
be
I know it's
to
gotta
be
be
honest,
good.
I can. All right. To be honest, to be honest, I agree. I make great amount per month. I make probably, let's just say, 24 a month. All right. So
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a great I make great figures. But also what I do is try to have small investments as well. Small investments like even real estate. It doesn't have to be the the big franchise. It doesn't have to be a big apartment building. Sometimes it's just even a little corner store or even a little house down the street. You know, you
Right,
fix it up, you turn the community into something greater. Because remember, it takes just one bad apple to spoil a bunch. And if I could
right.
go in a community where I'm from to see, let's just say, a house that is on foreclosure or up for sale or it's been on a bond, and I can get the opportunity to remodel it and make the community look more presentable and upscale, then I will just take that chance all the time. Sometimes it
Yeah,
pays
that,
off.
that's
Sometimes it's
a
just
small gamble when you got
yeah.
the money to invest. Daddy used to. He did a lot of that dabbling in the real estate. He probably had 20 different properties when
Wow.
we got it separated all between a couple of us, but he loved to if somebody was selling a farm or selling some um, farmland, he would snatch it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes he'd
That's
just
nice.
pull the cash out and buy because he wasn't a big fan of the IRS and the government, so he used to he used to like to do most of it under the table. That may have been his downfall there in the end. He probably should have been a
Yeah.
little safer with how he handled his
Yeah. You
money,
have
but
to give Uncle Sam a little bit of his taste. You know, you have to give him a little bit of the pie
oh
to
yeah,
prosper because that's just how it works. It's no escaping. Or four parents had to did it. Your parents had to did it. My parents had to did it. We have to do it. So
right.
you
Well,
know,
and
it's no
you gotta
escaping.
take care of the people who can't take care of themselves too. The
Right. And
government
that's a
doesn't
great
do
man.
all good, but they do help a lot of people that are in that need that what they call it the it's like a rescue net. It just gives them a chance to get back on their feet when something's got you down to where you can't feel like you're gonna be
Yeah.
able to go on. But
Most deaf. That's a great thing, and I applaud him for that because sometimes people in needs and you don't know. You see a guy smile, you still don't know if he's going through the worst or not. And
yeah,
you know, life is a journey in the long run, in the short run. To be
but
honest.
Daddy used to he loved to just give people his money itself. He said, "Don't government ain't gonna tell me where my money's going." He'd either give it to the church and let the church decide who needed it, or
Yeah,
he would just give you his shirt off his back. He was that kind of
yeah. It
person.
was a given man,
You're right.
very kind man,
Well, we're not. We're
and
about another
he's
5 minutes from town, so uh,
okay. And he's still giving you up to now. So think about it.
yeah. I mean, I have a hard time keeping this in, not telling anybody about the blessings that's been poured on us. But I'm going to keep quiet until we get a little further along
Yeah,
here.
you just have to keep quiet until at least it's complete. Like I said, even this is the situation that surrounds your dad. We didn't know that that was basically what took place. However, in your case, we don't want anyone try to have unscrupulous acts done or try to impersonate anyone from our company or even me myself. So we just have to play the game safe because sometimes a little bit of excitement get us a little bit carried away, and
Right.
at least put us in a situation that wasn't supposed to happen in the first place. So we have to just play the safe game, and that's most important.
Okay. Well, you gotta. Was you the Was you the one that had this? I guess his name is Thomas Edgel. He sent over an email to me.
Yes, my
It's
name is
been a
Ben
little
Edgel
while.
Thomas.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's you then. I didn't.
Yeah.
I thought
So
that Thomas was the first name when I saw that letter.
yeah, understand. So this is just the way I set it up, but it's directly linked to the company. So I just use it basically directly so that at least as a personal agent we could have closer connection because oftentimes when you get even get it directly from the company, you won't even get a response right away. It takes you about a day or two to have that document put together and faxed over to you as it was being reshredded because they thought it was being delivered to you already. So we had to
Oh,
re-get
okay.
the documents and have it sent over there to you. However, yeah, it's definitely me.
All right. Well, I
All
went
right.
through. I went through the document, looked it over, and uh, I didn't really. I mean, I don't fully understand all of it. I should have probably walked through this
We
a little
can read
bit
it.
with you.
Yeah, we could go through it together. Um, even even after you have done here or whatever, I have time. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, are you there at this? Are you there in town now?
We're kind of going into town now, but it'll be another. It'll be a little few more minutes before we get to the
Okay.
store.
All right. Um, so you said you drive trucks during the day or during the week?
Yeah, I drive trucks all week long. We're always making
Wow.
deliveries to different places.
So basically you're all over the United States.
Yeah, yeah, we don't go we don't go in the New York direction very often that far. We mostly stay here
So
in the southern state.
what is your haulage?
What do we transport around? You mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, well, we kind of just pretty much anything people want to haul around. It can be anything that can be hauled on a flatbed or a trailer behind
Okay.
a 18 wheeler. Sometimes it's some of these
So
people will
basically,
buy businesses and they'll tear them down and they'll want to take the bigger equipment onto the next one. So we'll haul some of that stuff over there and they'll scrap out the rest of it just for metal.
mhm.
But
Okay.
that was the last job we
So
were
you have
doing.
you that mean so you have basically a flatbed for yourself or it's a company truck?
Oh no, this was I usually use their trailer. They'll have it loaded before I ever pull up. So I've got the truck, and uh, and they say they want the trailer to be in New Mexico, wherever I hook up to it and take it there and come back and wait for them to call me for another one. They
Mhm.
keep me pretty busy though. I don't really look
Yeah.
around for work too much because I can't keep up with what they have already
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, keep up much of your time. So even if you should basically try to get some independent works for yourself, it doesn't make sense. You have to use that time to probably get some rest as you're already time consuming around them, right?
Right. No, I mean this really actually is independent work. I don't look anywhere else because I don't have time to. So
Yeah.
I'm actually they're contracting to me, but I'm not trying to find any extra stuff because if they want me to do something, I want to be able to do it right then. I don't want to tell them, I'm already on another. I'm already doing something for someone else. I can't got time for you because then somebody's mad and you can't keep two people happy, then you might as well not have one person. Yeah. I just keep this one company happy, and I don't worry about you finding anything extra. Um,
Okay.
I'm gonna pull over here for just a second before I get all the way into town. I want to look over some of this stuff real quick. I've got that paperwork with me. I was telling you I printed out. Do you have a copy
Okay.
of that document with you?
If I have a copy of the documents with me now,
The one, yeah. Do you have that one you sent over to me? Tells about the how much I won, and it also mentions
okay.
a
All right.
few other
All right.
things.
I could pull it up. I could pull it up on the file. Just a second.
Uh,
Yes, I'm just pulling the file now. Just a second here.
this is the sheets that the pages. It's 4 pages. It came from the claims and payment administrator. The last page has a winter seal on it. You got
Huh?
your. I said the last page has a winter seal stamped on it, and it says your name is at the end of the last page too. I believe it says you're an agent of the Federal Trade Commission.
Yes. All right. Just a second. It's taking a while. I have a lot of files on board, so when my computer goes to sleep, it takes a while to pop it up back.
Oh, I got you.
So where are you now? Are you close to store?
Yeah, I'm just right outside town. I just pulled over on a little exit real quick just to be able to talk to you. I couldn't barely hear you over the truck.
Okay.
This package code that you mentioned on here, that's that code you gave me the other night when we were talking, right?
Right.
The 223120 or 28. I mean, that's the one you said you had memorized or something.
All right. So the code that I gave to you is supposed to be on there.
Yeah,
Uh.
on that's on here. It says maybe it is on here. I just was reading from the bottom up. Uh,
Oh.
at the bottom it said uh, package code. No, I see the code at the very on the first page.
All right. So you're saying on the last page, it has the seal, you have the package number, right?
Right.
All right.
I guess mainly what
So,
I was really kind of getting at is I wanted to get an idea of. I know I'm getting this $500 card tonight, but what else am I getting? I kind of want a little heads up on
all
what I
right.
have to do beyond this.
All right. So basically, when you get the $500 card right now, what we're going to do is just to start the process, where in which you're gonna have the opportunity to get the first $5,000 starting tomorrow. So basically, from tomorrow, starting every Monday, you would have had the opportunity of getting $5,000 for the rest of your entire life. Now, the $35.5 million is what you will get in a grand prize total, all right, which is our legal and expedited in your name as we have changed a few stuff to Bobby Williams. That is the correct name, right? You have ID with that, right?
Right.
Right. So basically, what's going to happen is that you'd have gotten a certified cashier's check, which would have valued from that amount of $35.5 million. Also, what would have happened, sir? It's been a Bank of America approved. Now, there's a 1% tax, which I can't get the figure of the 1% tax that would be amounted, given the fact that your father was on a senior citizens discount list. All right. There's a 1% tax to each $1 million. All right.
Right.
So we don't get the tax until after the card has been processed for you to have the approval and have the opportunity to schedule an appointed delivery to you. However, from that time forward, what would have happened is that we would have gotten fact information from headquarters stating of the 1% fees and taxes that goes directly to this, which would have include also the IRS, also the government and state taxes that arises around this. Okay.
That you say the IRS
Now,
is only taking 1%.
no, we're explaining to you that out of that $35.5 million, there's a 1% fee. That 1% fee, we won't know the amount. Everything will be a 1%. That would also be a distribution. So let's just say, for example, the 1% fee would have been 350,000, right? There will be a distribution. There will be a distribution from the $350,000 fee that you have that goes directly. What's supposed to go to the IRS goes to the IRS. What's supposed to go to the state fees and government internal fees, which would have
Right.
also deducted that. Understand? So instead of having you going through the whole process of going to individual places to have these taxes taken care of, then there would just be a 1% fee, which, like I said, would have been 1% to each $1 million. All right. Um, when we have this process now, I am not sure how long it would. I'm not even sure if it would have bring up the 1% tax right this instance, but I'm pretty sure that I could get it with just even a via fax to one of my colleagues to have the release of the full taxes that has been brought forward. Understand?
Well, no, not really. What I'm getting? What am I paying beyond what I'm paying today for this? I mean, what's the next step in this thing?
Like I said,
You said the five
the next
thousand dollars, but what are you saying that tomorrow after I get this card, I can go down to the bank and withdraw this $5,000 out?
yeah. So what I'm simply saying to you is, after you have this um, card picking up, right? What would have happened is that you'd have the opportunity to go to any ATM and have the first $5,000 being withdrawn. So you wouldn't withdraw the other 500, all right, which is the $500 that is supposed to remain on the card for it to be remain active for the rest of the year, so that you could start getting $5,000 every Monday. But what I'm also explaining to you, sir, is that when you have this card processed, when you have it processed so that it could go through the auditor system for you to receive the first 5,000 starting tomorrow,
Hmm.
The taxes that arouses around the $35.5 million, which would have been 1% to each $1 million. Okay, now
Right.
from the 1% to each $1 million, whatever taxes that arouses around that, sir, everywhere would have gotten their distribution. So that what that would have given you is the opportunity, basically like a tax-free check when you receive it. All right. So when you receive this in your hands of $35.5 million, it's for you to spend. There's no more taxes that's been brought on
They've already taken it out. Is that what you're saying?
right. There will be no. They will already been taken care of. All right. So basically, whether you're taking care of it or if the matter is being looked at, because remember, your father was on a senior citizens discount list. So basically, there's no given. I'm just giving you an example. Let me just give you a quick example. If 1% to each million would have came up to $350,000 worth of taxes, right?
Well, three
The senior
fifty-five,
citizen,
but close
yeah,
enough.
yeah. So let's just say from that, your senior citizens discount list would have brought it down to a percentage of, let's just say, 40% out of 100. So that would have left you the 60% fee. All right. So basically, you'd have I'm just giving you a rough example. So
Yeah.
basically, you'd have the opportunity to probably, let's just say, pay 190,000. All
Right.
right,
About 200,000 or something. Right.
or 200,000, something like that. All right, that's just a rough example. I'm not saying that the fees would come up to that. I don't think you'd be nowhere near that. But I'm
Right.
just giving you an example. All right. Um, But like I said, once you get the card process started, then right then and there, once I have it run through my auditor system, you'd have the opportunity right then and there to schedule the appointed time of this delivery for the 35.5 million to be delivered to you at your convenient place and at your convenient time. All right. Now, uh, I'm pretty sure that I could give you additional information within the next few minutes, just the same once the process is started. So let's just say you have the card obtained now and you have the process put in. By the time you should reach home, before you even turn the truck off in your driveway, I could provide you additional information prior to what's next.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I just trying to. It's very confusing how y'all go about uh, gathering up these, um, the cost and the taxes and all of that good stuff. I guess that's why you get paid so much to figure this all out. But I just need
Well,
to know. I just
you,
need to know how much
first of
if I've got
sure,
to
you're in
come
great
up with,
hands.
say, I have to come up with $200,000 before we ever we ever actually get the prize. Well, that you can
Uh-huh.
see where that could be a problem because I don't have $200,000 um, to pay that. So how would I go about that?
Well, like I said, basically, your father was on a senior citizens discounts list, and let's just say
Right, but you
if
said that was only
the
40% saved off.
right,
That's not a lot
all
when you're
right. So
talking about
basically,
350,000.
yes, but so let's just say from the example of let's just say you have $200,000 to take care of, right? You're
Right.
saying if you don't have the $200 to take care of it, then what would have happened, right? Well, rest of sure, sir, you have nothing to worry about. Okay, you're in good hands. It won't cost that much, anyways, and whatever it costs, don't worry, I got you. Okay, I can understand the situation. I can really understand the nature of this business that it lingers a lot around you, just the same, even what your father had went through. But at the same time, I just want for you to just give me 1% of your trust and allow me to prove to you the rest of it, of the 99, will be more than worth it. Okay? Um, where are you now? Are you at the store now?
No, I just I got to start the truck back up and head back that way. I was just I kind of pulled over so I could hear you and talk to you about this before
Yeah.
went any
All right.
further because it was the truck. These trucks are loud. They don't. It's hard to even with
Yeah.
headphones, even with an earpiece on. It's difficult to hear what you're saying. I kind of
Yeah.
wanted to understand what was going to go on here.
Okay.
So is this
Do you
5,000 that a week that you say it's 5,000 a month, right, or 5,000 a week?
no weekly?
So,
5,000 a week for the rest of your
does
entire life.
can that pay towards the fees?
All right. So if the 5,000 a week, you're saying when you get, if you could get it to pay towards the fee that arouses around us afterwards, well, you could do that. You can most definitely do that. All right. Under the same time, it's up to you to know how much you want, the lump sum that you want your money into as well.
I mean,
All
it
right.
take nearly a year. It take nearly a year at $5,000 a week to pay off a couple of $100,000.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it would reach into the $100,000 bracket, sir. All right. I was just giving you a rough narrative of the odds of the possibilities, but I'm pretty sure. Remember, I'm a chief of finance, so
Right.
I'm pretty sure to the amount that you have won, it won't go into the hundreds. All right. You sound a little bit worried, but I can assure you that you have no worries. All right. Um, do you before you start the truck? Hold on. Do you remember the type of car that you're going to be purchasing?
Yeah, I got it wrote down there. I mean, I got the green
Okay.
pack, green dot money pack, and I also got one vanilla. And then you said if we had to, we could do I believe you said Amazon.
Yeah, that's
Right.
just a just in case.
And this 5,000 is gonna be put onto that card, or y'all giving
Yeah.
me
So
a different card?
what we're going to do is that we're going to send you an additional card, but we have to make sure that you purchase the physical card so you could receive the first 5,000. So the first $5,000 will be put on that. Also, we get an additional card from the company, in which we will have the second $5,000 sent over for the rest of the entire year. When the year is out, when the year is out, you're gonna have to get an additional $500 card for activation so that we could complete the rest of the 2024 by giving you $5,000 every Monday for the rest of your life is the same. 2025 that should have been the same thing, but it's an ongoing thing for the rest of your entire life. Okay,
Uh,
you
okay.
right now you don't even have to touch your 35.5 million. Think about it. You
Yeah,
don't even have to
sounds.
touch that.
But you're saying if I withdraw everything out of that card, I can't use it. Doesn't. It's not good anymore. I have
Yeah,
to get a different one.
you don't need to withdraw. All right, so what you'll see is 5,500. You don't need to withdraw the 5,500. You just take off the $5,000 off that card and leave the other remaining 5,000 for it to be active. The card that we're gonna give to you is gonna be linked to that card also. So that simply means that if you should have received, let's just say the card is run up to more than the amount of $100,000 on it, we could either transfer to both cards, but both cards has to be linked. One has to be from your end as a physical card, and then we're gonna give you our physical card so that we could keep doing our transfers every Monday. Okay?
All right. All right. Well, you sounds complicated, but I'll go with it.
It's not. I know it sounds more complicated than the actually action is. The action is actually not that complicated. Behind this, it's not like it's gonna be your complication. All right, we are the one that's gonna deal with the paperwork. The only thing that you're gonna do is just to withdraw your money, spend your money. That's it. Nothing
Alright.
for you to worry about.
I'm gonna see if I can get this truck started up. It's acting up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the phone down for a minute. I gotta go out there and check something real quick, and I'll be right back.
I'm not like that. I don't stab you in the back. Yes, now you got me, buddy. Now you got me.